All right, everything good? Turn down the music just a tad bit for me. All right, how's it going, everyone? So we're going to be picking up where we left off on Monday's stream, where I'm going to be finishing the basic block out of the character. So it's still in step 1 region. So I think the way these kind of walkthrough tutorial-esque streams are going to go is that usually Saturday streams are going to be dedicated to the next phase of the project. And then maybe the midweek stream is going to be mainly just a work stream to where we finish off whatever we didn't finish off, maybe because I was explaining too much. So it's going to be a little bit more me focus on the artwork than the chat, but I'll be sure to jump back and forth. So if you have any questions, post it in a comment, post it in the Discord, or just let me know, and I'll be sure to answer them. But other than that, let's get this thing started. Not much has changed. The only thing that I probably did was smooth out the neck region of this character, which isn't much of a change, and just change the material for the character just because I don't want to see it in a different light. But other than that, it should be everything that's shown in the archive footage that will be up Friday, hopefully. So if you need a more introduction on how to get these characters started, I decided that I was going to stick with the base primitives for this instead of going back to my base mesh workflow. Mainly because someone said that they really liked seeing it from the beginning. And I'm going to bypass the retop phase, which is right after this, and use my base mesh, but I will explain more of that when we get there. I forgot. Let me post that up. Forgot to say I was streaming on Instagram. Is it? Yeah. Need to remember to do this stuff before. There you go. Done. Since this character's is in boots, I'm not really going to worry about the feet. I'm going to get the basic shape down, but as far as detailing them out, I might do just slight indentation, but not to make the individual toes. Um, I will make the hands, even though her hands are completely covered up in the gauntlets, just because I might end up taking them off for one or two shots at the end. Oh, I'm on the wrong something. Oh, what's going on? How you been, bro? Yes. I don't know if you saw this, but I'm gonna be doing a kind of a walkthrough tutorial series right now, where I'm completely making a character from scratch, and I might be posting up like the archive footage so you can watch it at your own pace. So if you want to learn how to make some characters, stylized characters, you can watch them. Oh man, I wish I could help you with that. Link to the Discord. And some stuff I should probably be adding right now. Some of the stylization treatment. Okay, now I'm confused. Yes. So this is part of the tutorial. I will be posting parts of it in the Discord, so you know where to get it from. Yeah, let me just put a link in you. There you go. Oops. Today I'm just going to try to get the block out part finished, at least for the base body, and then work a little bit on the clothing and stuff. Like that. That is, oops, bring that back because split that off and then go backwards. Oh, that's fine. Like, even if it's just like you learning something, it's totally fine. And then whenever you feel confident, you can post up some of your stuff up. They got a couple of people from AI in there right now. So what you been up to lately? Sometimes it's good just to have a brown plane in here. I haven't been writing as much as I probably should be, but I have been studying and stuff like Unreal and just Unreal, as well as reading a book about stories in general and breaking apart popular franchises to find, like what themes they have in those and how I can apply them to my next stories. Oh, I know you like Warframe. There's a couple of people in the Discord right now who are going to be doing some things for them. Like they are going to enter a contest or put something on the user created website that Warframe has, which I didn't know too much about. Might be cool for you to do. I think that's Corvid and Mr. Grimm. Didn't you buy like a man? They really should have fixed that for you. So I'll just tab it. So your computer doesn't work at all, or does it at least still get on the internet? address that part of the leg later. Okay. Well, you know, what I was about to say. Just bring it over here. Like, just mask up, drop it off in the front of my door, and just let me know when it's outside or knock a few times. And then I'll get to it as soon as I can. Because I know Jasmine is very worried about the virus, which we all should be, so. And we don't know if we got sick or not. Thick thighs save lives. Probably gonna have to tone this down when I actually start adding clothes and stuff on it, though. What this week is? Honestly, this week will probably be the best week because I have work, but it's pretty light right now, so maybe I can get to it. I think I told you once before that I think it's just something got disconnected, or you might have a bad hard drive, which that's gonna be fun. Probably shouldn't be spending too much time working on the actual anatomy bit, even though that's completely wrong. Like the triangle, almost like, what's the name of that Disney movie, Hercules? Which I wish I can talk about. So to work on something that would have been real cool. Turned down my intensity since I kind of want to keep a lot of this. See, this is my favorite part of any sculpt. Okay. Like when you done all like the base work and you can just smooth it out and it just keeps all the angles properly. Fix up the butt area. Let me see, because I feel like it's gonna crash on me. Feel it in my jellies. If this thing comes out looking pretty nice, I might start to post this up on ArtStation. Talk about the base mesh for it. I've been working on a stylized base mesh set for a while now, and I just honestly haven't put it out. But if this comes out looking really nice, I might replace my female model with this one. Or maybe I just sell them separately. Two different styles. Exaggerate that much. Add in this little dip. That's in the shoulder. It's so weird how tired I was before the stream, and now that I'm actually sitting down and sculpting, I feel energized again. I'm thinking about doing that. Because honestly, the other female base mesh looks more like Hades' art style, the one I created a while ago. So he's my base male, and then she'd be my base female, and then this just be another variant. Maybe I'll make another guy. I'll pick another character I want to do, and I can work on that. what game? No. I wish. But I also think that their character models aren't all that detailed to begin with. It's mainly just what's that thing called? It's mainly like the artwork that really shines. But I do want to ask them if I can print out that model and then give it away to people or sell it to people. With Ganondorf, I was a little bit more open to it because he was someone else's creation. And he just happened to be a Ganondorf character, so if they come down on me, it's like, hey, well, you know, this isn't technically Ganondorf as you know him. It's more like a fan sculpt, but he is one-to-one from the game, so I gotta be a little bit more upfront and make sure I contact them. And who knows, maybe they can be like, hell yeah, we really like it. How about this? We give you a deal. Give us the game for free. Plus something. I don't like the way this back looks for some reason. Change criteria, make sure it's not just my eyes playing tricks on me. Still not quite where I want it to be, but that might be a thing to fix after. Thanks, man. Honestly, I had a lot of fun with that character, especially coming after Ganondorf. Jasmine sent me some. That's pretty fun. Especially coming after Ganondorf, I didn't know if I was going to do another stylized character again, and then that character popped up in my head, and it's like, oh man, this would be perfect, and I don't have to do too much work. All I gotta do is smush everything around till I get something that looks halfway decent. Everything else, all this other smoothing things, I can wait till after I retop it. Keep me a neck region. It's always like the one part of stylized characters I don't really know how to approach, because there's so many different ways to make the connection. So either I can make it more realistic, where you can obviously see the neck muscles, which I think I might leave it this way, or you can make it a little bit more like a Disney style neck, old school Disney style neck, where it's just a tube. This. Back up. forward a bit. You know what, let me smooth out this area because it's a little too defined. Spaghetti character? Which I'm doing something that you probably should never do, is model the head to fit the body instead of the other way around. But I don't care right now. And I like working this way. There's my feet. Oh yeah. I'm gonna have to redefine this area and actually make the anatomy more proper. So like this goes down to the middle. So it means that there should be a giant dip here. And I'll just curve the leg just a tiny bit more. Should probably thicken up the bottom. Just so it's a little bit easier to manage. Feet up that way. It's messing up my anatomy, and I can't understand how to do it from that position. Arms in here. Next step is just to merge these things together. I'm probably going to delete the legs, or the feet, I should say. Because now that I have like this weird geo, or like I don't know how to fix it in this current state. I'm just gonna completely rip it off and then try again. Like it would be a little bit easier if I had the low poly feet on it right now, because then I can just go down there and actively do it. But since it has so much geo, it's gonna be kind of tough for me to do that. So just a button. Delete. Split hidden. Let's get rid of this area. I'm just delete hidden, which is inside the geometry tab. Just going to dynamesh this real quick so I can get something a little bit more manageable. Yeah, it just kind of helps, especially because it's not going to be the final geo, so it doesn't make sense for me to kind of spend all that extra time doing something. Honestly, I could just use the base feet that are in here, but right. So I could go to the BP parts and then grab one of the feet and put that in here. Which, you know what? Let's just do that. Might as well. Especially for something that you're not going to see either. I'll revisit this thing later and just make it a little bit more stylized. So really exaggerating some of the shapes and the angles. into like a 35-degree angle. And I'll just leave that like it is for right now, and then come back to when I feel like it. Let me dynamesh this together first before, that way I can put some of those nice clean shapes in before I dynamesh it all together and possibly ruin something. Honestly, I'm probably not going to add too much new stuff in here because I want to leave that for after I've retopped everything. Tiny little imprint of anatomy. Put my hands back in here just so I can see where I have certain things lined up to add the landmarks, like on this right here. Probably won't have that long of a connection. I should probably add the hand to the arm before merging everything down, so maybe I'll do a little bit of hand stuff. But I also don't know if I want to have them nice and... Let me look at the concept actually. That's right, I can't look at the concept because she doesn't have hands. This is what I'm going based off of, just to let you know. Yes. Let's do a nice little V. I think the next time I start working on this, I'm gonna have a shape language in mind. So if I'm gonna have like these really hard points on like the bony areas, or if I'm gonna soften them out, because I don't know if I fully like that just yet, and maybe that's just because they're too. Oops, this has sculpture. Maybe I just needed to soften it out more and only keep like the bottom shape. But that'll probably be a decision for next time. Random nice color on there. What the heck is my brown? S shapes, and I got a super weird lump here. Ooh, I like this material. Time to connect everything. Hands first. Spread out the fingers. That way I don't have an issue when it comes to dynameshing. Left is also correctly. And let me just get rid of it. Trying to remember how hands look now. go find some nice sculpted hands, stylized hands. Do a quick sculpted mode just because I want to. Everything else can wait till after the retop phase. Groups. That's what I probably should have did. Just made the hands a little more expressive in this base pose. This is going to help make the character feel a little bit better when, you know, when you're staring at it in an A pose. Low-key knuckles. Yeah, but like I was saying earlier before you got here, I still might have a picture with her without the gloves on, the gauntlets on. And then also I can use them from other things. So like maybe I need I might use the base mesh to build out the bigger gauntlets. So that sort of thing. And also since this is a more of a walkthrough tutorial, you know, never know what someone might do. So I just want to give them a little bit of extra help. Not with the feet though, they could just cheat for the feet. Oh man, this is looking like a character now. Someone might mistake me for a character artist. Let me quick save because I feel like it's gonna crash. I actually kind of like this being soft. Didn't go into that hard point. That elbow was sticking out though. You been watching any new TV shows lately? Pretty nice. Probably going to exaggerate some of these more internal shapes. I finally started reading manga again. I forgot how much I enjoyed it. I got some nastiness with the hand area, but I will adjust that later. Oh, okay, that's perfectly clear. Future Jordan's problem. And that's definitely gonna be more of how I stylize the hand in general and everything else, so might be better. Let's do another bit of a stutter step. bit. Have you watched Red Chainsaw Man? Basically, there are devils in the world, and this guy becomes a half devil. So then he joins a group of devil hunters. But it turns out like all the devils know about him. So they're trying to get his heart the entire time. It's a really good one, and it's only like 80 chapters right now, and it's pretty close to the end, it feels like. But it was so good that I got to like halfway into it, and then I just finished it. I was like, okay, this is really picking up. All right, let me just sit down for a while and read the rest of it. And I just couldn't put it down. It definitely has a similar concept to a lot of other properties, but all the things that they do to differentiate it from other people is like really, really good. It's not your slice of life type of thing where everyone's gonna end up fine. It reminds me of early Attack on Titan vibes. Except for Attack on Titan, you start to realize that certain people are safe. This one does a good job. Chainsaw Man. Let me just smooth them out this. I'm just gonna make the indentation for where I need to bend these bad boys later. Solo leveling. So like right now I'm only reading from the Shonen Jump app because I paid per month for it. So I've just been kind of going through that. But I'll check it out. Right after I finish this next one, I'll look for it. dude. Christina just got Jasmine into some Korean drama. So I've been watching that from the side lately. Like, can you compare it to something? Honestly, I really want to just go ahead and start reading Demon Slayer because I really like that art style from the anime, and I don't think it's gonna carry over completely, but should look good. Curve into this easy way of making it look more stylized than it actually is. Pull this down into it. Mode. Okay. Why is that all jumbled up? Okay, went away. I like the way this looks from the front. So let's put that up a bit. That looks a tiny bit better. And now let me just dynamesh the feet to it, and then we're all done besides the head. Show you. Got the most important thing up top when you're merging down. So that way it merges properly and there's not too many issues. Sorry, I got distracted. I saw it. Adding some kind of shape language here. Don't like that. Maybe in the front. Not that either. Okay. out a little bit later. Look at thought. The character's basically there. I could just make a motorcycle head. And that'd be done. Be fully coolly. Just going to add some of these here. Focus on some of the stylization treatment, just a tiny bit. I'm not really worried about what the toes look like, so I'm trying to smooth those out. Base. Then I'm just gonna do hard polish on it just to help me remember if I decide to do something with it, where the base should be. Oops. Okay. Now that we got most of the body done, at least enough for us to retop it, I'm going to duplicate it off just because I like being extra safe, and I'm just gonna put this up at the top. Save it. And then I'm gonna start working on the face. And then I'm gonna make a duplicate of that, and then I'm going to merge them both together. That way, I have the pieces separate as well as together. That way, if I need to check something or fix something up, I can easily go back and forth between this and another one. What face did I decide on? The face for stylized characters is definitely going to be one of the harder points to do, just because there's so many different ways I can go about doing it. And also, I've been making a whole bunch of realistic characters, so that might transfer over, which is both good and bad. I'm gonna try my best to keep in line with more Overwatch style and work from here. off, and I got the one I work on up. There's multiple ways you can go about doing the head. My preferred method is to just keep smushing it around until it looks like something. I typically like to start off with a cylinder. I like to start off with a cylinder or something just because it just works for me. I know people use a sphere a lot of the times, but for whatever reason, I just can't grasp that in my head. And either way, as long as the final piece looks good, it doesn't really matter too much. But yeah, let's get in the general head shape. And then one of the really neat tools that's now in ZBrush is the sculptress mode, which I'm going to be using a lot of, like to make the lip area and the chin area for this model. So face out. And then I'm going to start to define some landmark areas. So like this would probably be where my brow line is, the nose area, which I'm going to use like a masking feature in order to bring that out. And then my mouth area, so I like to define the outside edge of my mouth first and then work my way in. Then define the bottom of the lip and then where I think that the dip of the chin is going to be. And always have a lot of reference for a stylized face, just because you can't rely on anatomy all that often, so you kind of have to make it up on your own while still adhering to what a face looks like. All right, so I'm gonna push the sockets in. And there's also a good chance that it's gonna look like crap for a really long time for me. Nothing in the back. Just curve this up. And also start to define the jawline area. Bring it to where you think it will be. Then I'm going to define where the top of the lip is and try to stick to where I think that the corner of the mouth is going to still be. Make that dividing line where the two lips meet. Maybe just do a little bit of indentation. And then now work with the bottom of this lip, bring it to the edge. See, already looking like a face. Doesn't look like crap just yet. And I'm just going to push this down and bring it down in there. This is also a good time to start adding the ears as well as pushing some things back if you need to. And I'm gonna worry about expression and stuff a little bit later once I start to see the character hidden in the lines. So I'm going to make this like heart shape for the eyes, because usually you would have like the cheekbone somewhere around there. And I notice I have like everything kind of high up, so her chin is kind of super thick. Let's bring that down. Back. Always got to give it that little upturn at the end, because that is one of the indications of beauty for whatever reason in stylized artwork. And you don't want to do it too much, because if it goes over a certain angle, I believe it turns the character evil. I also like how I talked about putting the ears in and I haven't done it yet. That's just because I'm lazy and I don't feel like working on ears. They're the bane of my existence. Okay, let's just get it over with. Do not use the one that is located in here. They're terrible, at least for me. I think the only usable one are the dog ears that you can put the dog out, and then you can rip those off, but don't use the ears that are located in here. They're crap. Like, I don't understand what this shape is. It doesn't make sense to me. It's very hard to work with. I'd much rather just make my own. So in order to do that, I'm gonna grab one of these simple primitives. Flatten it. Put them in like a, what is that? Like a 30-degree angle as such. Mush it around to like the general shape of an ear, and then you're done. You don't have to touch it ever again. Most likely I'm gonna split them off right now because I want to see them there, but I don't want to kind of be dictated by them right now. Next, I'm just gonna do some more head shape changes. Like, I realize her head is way too wide. Let me just That's not how it. What are you talking about? They're perfect. There's nothing wrong with those ears. If you say anything about them, you're wrong. I'm right. Oops. Like that. Turn off. Respect it for a bit. I think it's time for me to turn off this material and switch to another one. Yeah, let's do that. Starting to get tunnel vision with this material. So I'm just kind of switching it up a little bit. That way I don't even remember what the hell other color looked like. Let's do this one. And then let's go back into the nose and mouth region for a bit. I will have to get off pretty soon, but at least we got majority of the body pretty much there. Ease that up a little bit. Let's look at what Tracer looks like, since she has a more of a less evil face than Widowmaker. like this style of chin right here. It goes into this sharp little angle. Smooth this area out for a bit. Kind of tired of seeing the jumbled up look. Oops, it's way too much. I'm just gonna play around with the little eyes real quick, so see where they might be and how big they're gonna be. This is definitely not how the final model is gonna look at all. But at least for right now, and at least for this stream. Oops. Hey, go back that far. Where I can look up some more art styles that I really like since I'm moving into the face area. Step back. Just where these ears are, just a little bit. Did it crash? How great is that for into stream? Shift R, Control R, there we go. There is there. Well, this is a great into stream. This hopefully it saves. Yeah. And I'll be sure to post whatever it looks like at the end of this onto the Discord and the stream archives will be available starting Friday. I'm gonna try to do it every single Friday where I upload the 2 videos, and I'll give you all the links to that on the Discord as well. But it's good talking to you guys. Stay safe out there.